as around the wicket goes Fisher. Driving is Latham, thick edge, and that flies to the right. And when they get it wrong, something happens as he's in here. That's very short, and that is pulled for 4. So Latham has jumped all over that. And interesting that Surrey won the toss and bowled first, as here is Cameron Steele. Well bowled, found the edge. Pushing forward was Latham, genuine edge, but they've got a leg slip and no slip. As it over the wicket goes Steele, and this is turned by Yates to bring up his 50. A nice innings this. Started the season with 160 in the opening game. As Steele's in, tosses this one up, and this is clipped by Yates down towards long on, and they will take a single, and Warwickshire will be happy with their morning's work going to lunch.
It's something like Fisher who gets us underway, bowling round the wicket to Yates. It's down the leg side. Does he get a little bit of bat on that? He does. He turns it around the corner. Very fine for 4. This is driven very nicely by Latham. That's his best shot so far through the covers. That's immaculate. Just overstretched at Fisher. They get into some sort of rhythm. Fisher in for the final ball of the over, and that takes an edge from Yates, but there's only one slip and then it's quite a wide gully, so it absolutely rattles along the deck. He could be Mariachi Church, he could be. As this is another edge from Yates, and again it evades the field. This time it was closer to gully. Whether it would have carried.
That's on display. Smith starts a new over, and Yates pulls him away, and pulls him away beautifully through mid-wicket for 4. It was short. Yates got into position quickly. It must have been you would have thought at the beginning of the season. Here's Laws in and bowls, and this is a real down the leg side and gone. Yates has had a swing at a real wide loosener down the leg side.
Over the wicket goes Laws, and that's clipped beautifully off his hip by Hayne. Oh, has he timed that? It's a lovely shot from Hayne.
And Clark is in, and he's being pulled, for 6 over backward square leg. What a way to bring up your first half century for your new county. Latham goes to 55, and he put that away with real ease.
Against Lancashire in Division 2, as this is clipped firmly by Latham past a diving Roy. And this one might get to the rope. The chase is on. Yep, just gets away from Fisher.
Bringing in, someone under the helmet, whatever it is. In comes Clark, and that's down the leg side. Don't think he got any bat on it. He didn't know. It's come off the pad.
So there is all that space down through the slip cordon. That's short. That's pulled by Latham, and this will be 4. Just dropped in by Cameron Steele, and it can happen with the leg spinner. Into his 3rd over, he's into Hayne, tosses this up, it's a full toss, and Hayne will just lean on this, make sure he gets it into the gap, and that runs away to the boundary rope.
Here is the next ball, banged in short and pulled beautifully by Latham.
And they just got through for 1 run. So Cameron Steele to continue to Latham. Oh, now then. It's short. It's taken so long to get to Latham that he's got
a leaning edge.
He's in here, and now Latham clever. Just waits for it with leg slip, having gone across to slip, and then just paddles it straight down to the boundary rope for 4. But I think their first ball to call is 450, as this is driven straight down the ground. It's a full toss, but it's driven straight down the ground by Latham, and that is the first batting point for Warwickshire. They're big old things. It's quite, again, another responsible job.
Is Jordan Clark. First ball flicked and he's out. Well, would you believe it? A wicket does come out of somewhere.
Davis, the captain, the first to go. As here is Jordan Clark with the first ball after the tea break, and the right-handed Webster is forward, playing this one solidly back up the pitch.
Fisher runs in, bowls. That's driven beautifully. Terrific shot from Bo Webster. Is he going to get full rewards? Yes, he is. He timed that cover drive so sweetly. Where and when the IPL could be finished. Fisher in over the wicket, and he's played that very fine. Webster opened the bat, let the ball run off it, and that's 4 runs.
And you don't want to fall into the trap of chasing it, but also you don't want to fall in the trap of just, not taking the wickets, which is really important.
Good shot here from Latham. It's a lovely shot from Latham. Just lent on this. Fisher runs away from us, comes around the wicket once again, and Latham drives straight down the ground. Oh, and it beats the dive of Jordan Clark away to his left-hand side. Now,
almost pitched in between the two stumps. As this one, has it hit the top of off stump by the look of it? That's a beauty from Lawrence, and Webster has gone for 15. Now Latham on 98, back on strike, force it into the offside. It's going to be tight for the boundary fielder, but when he can't rein it in first time, Latham is able to chase back for 2, and a century on debut for the New Zealand Test batsman Tom Latham. Gets a great hand from his new home supporters. 161 balls, 1 6 and 17 fours, and an instant impact from the Bears' new overseas player.
Pad, when he played it, there was quite a gap, and fortunately from him, he got it out the middle of the bat, but it could easily have whipped back through.
Barnard drives. That's a lovely shot, because that's what the off-spin is trying to do.
Unfortunately, it's a new over from Tom Laws, which is clipped away first ball, down to fine leg by Tom Latham, and that's gone all the way down to the boundary. I think that's absolutely essential, isn't it? Here's Barnard waits, and this is going to be more runs down to down to fine leg, long leg, where you know the August, obviously with holidays, schools and things like that, people come. August in April, they're not quite the same.
Smith is in around the wicket. This is nicely played by Latham, and that one's run away.
Fisher in the bowl to Barnard. Off the back foot, nicely cut, and there's nobody down at third man. So that'll be 4 more to Ed Barnard. He goes to 33. 356 for 4 in the 91st over.
So the last ball of this first day to be bowled by Dan Lawrence. Lawrence comes around the wicket to Latham, and Latham just pops it down in front of him, and Latham gets through the day, and he will make his way back to the dressing room. 139 not out.